Should I live in an HOA community? The pros and cons of living in a homeowners association. This should be a good one, folks. As you begin looking to buy a new home, you may be wondering what the deal is with all the HOA type communities. Especially here in Naples, Florida, there are literally tons of communities that are governed by a homeowners association. Some even have a master's association, and some have a secondary association within the HOA itself. In this video, I am going to discuss the pros and cons to living in an HOA community. Now, I do understand that some of you may agree and some of you may disagree with me, so feel free to place your comments below. And of course, let's please be respectful and appreciative, as that is appreciated. Just for the record, I've lived in a home without a homeowners association, and now for the last 20 plus years, I've lived here in Florida within a homeowners association, so I have played in both sandboxes. Anyhow, I hope you find this information helpful in your search for your new place to live. I am Dr. Ron Repasy, your real estate doctor with William Ravis Real Estate, and I've now lived in sunny Naples, Florida for over 20 years. And I have to say, I still totally love it here, and I know you will too. So to start off, I get it. Some of you already have strong opinions about HOAs and HOA boards and the board members and the commandos or the condo commandos, etc. But for many of you out there that have no idea about what I'm talking about and are just wanting to learn, this video is here to provide you with the fundamentals to consider. First off, there are many gated type HOA communities, and these communities may have 24-hour guard protection at the guardhouse, actual guard gate, like my community, and others have a keypad or barcode as the access point to enter the community. Gated communities are designed to provide that additional layer of security, and even though Naples, Florida has been voted the #1 safest place to live in the country, being in a gated community can be highly desired by many. As a homeowner, I always advise you to do your homework, do your due diligence when it comes to HOAs. It isn't a bad idea to speak with neighbors in the community, and if you get the opportunity to do your research, search that community out online. I don't believe HOAs are inherently good or bad, but the rules and regulations and those that are currently on the board can have the potential to make living in certain HOAs either more or less desirable, or possibly your happy place, possibly your miserable place to live. HOAs eventually have to update their community documents, including community rules and regulations, and so things can change within the existing community over periods of time. When making your decision, you simply need to make sure to weigh the pros and cons. So #1 pro tip is the amenities. When living in an HOA, you incur fees that are typically quarterly, or they could even be annually. And there can be many other fees to take a look at. You may have fees for an HOA, and there could be a master's association that may have a separate fee. When it comes to amenities, you'll find communities that have a community pool and clubhouse. There can be basketball, tennis, and of course, pickleball, bocce ball. There can be a dog park and a variety of outdoor activities as well. Some communities even have an on-site restaurant. And of course, here in Naples, there are many golf course communities, of which some are bundled golf courses and some are non-bundled golf courses communities. And each of these communities will have its own, of course, separate membership fee. There are communities here that have walking trails, fitness centers and fitness classes with outdoor activities. And so as you can see, even though there is a cost that comes with living in an HOA, there can be some wonderful add-ons that come with this as well. There are also several 55 and older communities that provide a resort-like feel and services for younger individuals outside of the retirement age. Keep in mind that some of the communities have fairly elaborate fitness centers, and so depending on how many members are in your family, you may be able to save a couple bucks when it comes to not needing that outside fitness or gym membership. Keep in mind as well that the value you feel that you're getting is something you have to weigh as far as the amenities. What value does that have as opposed to the cost that you're going to incur? Also note that some of the HOAs with regard to this cover lawn care, maybe cable TV, internet, and some even have roof replacement as part of their coverage. Con #1 is just that, the cost. These communities are not free. Obviously, there are many costs and there's costs involved to maintain the community. Make sure you understand all the fees, such as the transfers fees, capital improvement fees, monthly, quarterly, or even annual fees, as well as special assessments. And so you can see the cost of living in an HOA may end up being cost prohibitive. Pro number 2, HOAs help to take care of problems and concerns that may arise within the community. Since the HOA board is comprised of a community members, if you are finding that people are speeding, say, down throughout the community, or your neighbor just decided to paint their home to look like a rainbow, maybe the HOA board will step in, and more than likely they'll step in and help. Con number 2, rules and regulations and restrictions. And this follows what I just spoke about. You need to make sure you are clear on the community rules. Do you drive a pickup truck? Do you have a vehicle with business information printed on it, for example? You'll want to find out up front what is allowed and what is not allowed in the community before you purchase within an HOA. You get my drift? For me personally, the community I live in has been quite fantastic, and I've not felt like anyone has been breathing down my neck, so to speak, with every little detail. But that is not to say that you too will be so lucky. Please do keep in mind that the rules are really designed to keep the community uniform and beautiful. And so as that goes, it's a good thing in regards to the general concept and idea of an HOA community. To be safe, work with your realtor and your real estate attorney to review all the governing documents, as every homeowners association has different rules they abide by. Pro number 3 is uniformity. The HOA helps to keep the community look and feel, and so they more than likely will be responsible for maintaining possibly the common areas and will enforce the exterior maintenance and exterior of the individual property. So as to say that you're not seeing your neighbor growing weeds that are 4 foot tall, or your neighbor that decides to paint the house in different colors. Remember, these communities are designed to allow for a general uniformity look and feel to keep the community nice and well maintained. Con number 3, management. Without saying a whole lot about it, this can be a pro or a con, but is to say that you're essentially at the mercy of these homeowner association board members and property management companies. The HOA could be mismanaged or maybe non-responsive in some cases. You would be relying on the HOA to keep up the proper reserve funds, to manage the day-to-day expenses, and to do what is best for the community. And so you want to be able to trust the people that are in charge here, and they're using and putting your money to good use. So many HOAs use property management companies, and so I recommend that you do some research as well on the property management company within the HOA. Of course, not to say that HOAs often they do shift or change property management companies. So it's not to say that you always have the same property management company the entire time. But it's a good idea nonetheless to speak to people if you get the opportunity within the community and get some inside scoop. Pro number 4, community involvement. One of the great things about being in an HOA is community involvement, community activities. If you choose, you could also look to serve on one of these boards as a community board member to be more directly involved in the day-to-day decisions regarding community management. It is not for you. If it's not for you, the opportunity is there, so to speak. So you can be involved if you choose to take that on. Now, con number 4 is the red tape. Once you've decided to live in an HOA, you have made that choice, and unless you move, you have to follow and abide by the community rules and regulations. If you wish to add a pool to your property or make any changes, you'll be needing board approval. And so just be aware that you are at the mercy of, say, the Architectural Review Board. Pro number 5, property values. Being an HOA can certainly help to preserve property values within a certain area. And as owners, you're held to a certain standard regard to maintaining your home. Homeowners Association also provides with peace of mind that the community won't change very much over time. Again, back to that uniformity. This is all to say that as long as the HOA is properly run and properly managed, you should benefit from that overall when it comes to resale value and maintaining property values. To close, it's not really fair to just say HOAs are good or bad. but yet you yourself need to do your own research and determine whether living within these HOA type communities is the right move for you. There are many things to consider, and there are many things that are misunderstood when it comes to buying and selling real estate. And so feel free to reach out to me anytime, as I am happy to help in your real estate journey. And of course, thank you for watching your Real Estate Doctor channel. Please like, always love that. Please give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, as that's most appreciated. You may enjoy some of my other videos. I will attach at the end of this video and in the description below to could your home be making you sick? 7 things you need to know when moving into your new home. So could your home be making you sick? 7 things you need to know when moving into your new home. So you guys could enjoy that. You can feel free to reach out to me or comment below. You can reach me at 239-331-5886. 239-331-5886. I am Dr. Ron Repasy with William Ravis Real Estate. Blessings to you. Wishing you peace, health, and happiness. And we catch you next time. Ba-boom.